Yeah, dang, it was a conversation we had on this channel a while back, and it was talking about a moose and how it actually like it's really
how
huge,
big it is,
man. Mooses are really big. So we seen a moose. I showed you a moose compared to a vehicle. It was an SUV, and the moose was like can literally take a step over the SUV if it wanted to.
Yeah, y'all ain't tell us how big those moose was, cause baby, now I'm scared.
What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video. If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
So let's kick off this video with number 12, the people. Canadians are funny, friendly, easygoing, welcoming, kind and polite. Of course, however, this doesn't mean that every single Canadian is friendly, as no country is perfect. But overall, Canadians are seen as some of the friendliest people in the world. In my eyes, they are quite similar to Australians, where everyone seems to be everyone else's mate until proven otherwise. The outdoor lifestyle and the great quality of life, as well as the great education, means that people are generally happy and respect each other. Number 11. Canada 100%. Is culturally diverse and accepting. The country is pretty progressive and very multicultural. When you move to Canada, you are encouraged to keep your traditions, religion, language and culture. In Toronto alone, there are more than 150 languages spoken, and more than 20% of the population of Canada was born abroad. It's not possible to walk down a street in Vancouver or Toronto without hearing a foreign language or catching the scent of some tempting international cuisine. Visit any major city in Canada and you will feel like you're taking a tour to more than just one country. Neighbourhoods like Chinatown, Little Italy or even Koreatown in Toronto can be found in the major cities and provide an immersive cultural experience for tourists and the natives. Number 10, its terrain and climate. You'd be forgiven for thinking Canada is all about mountains and forests, when in fact it boasts some stunning beaches too. Long Beach, which is in Vancouver Island, British Columbia, is probably one of the most famous. Long sandy shores with scenery to rival any you might see on a postcard from around the world. This is just one of many amazing beaches Canada-wide. From the rock.
Okay, I have to be honest. I don't think we've ever talked about anything on the channel about Canada's beaches. So that's a new one for me. I didn't know.
Right. You know, it's different, you know, because a lot of people that watch us probably never been to a beach. They only been to a lake.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
all
saying?
I've heard
so
about
I'm glad that we can express that Canada has such wonderful beaches. I mean, because this is not something I feel that we speak on too much about.
Yes, and the Long Beach is closer to our side rather than going, you know, to the East Coast. So.
I see something in the future.
Keys to the Three Sisters, Canada has some serious mountain action going on. Amazing snow-capped peaks offer not only stunning views, but also amazing sporting opportunities, from skiing to hiking to paragliding, if you're into that. Canada has a wonderfully varied climate, from permafrost in the north to a much warmer climate towards the south. In summer, if you're in the right place, temperatures can easily reach 35 degrees Celsius. Autumn in Canada is relatively short, but a wonderful burst of bright colours that you'll look forward to every single year. Number 9,
I don't know, but you gotta ask yourself, like, how long does that last? Because I remember when we was out here, right, for any location. Because when we was here, and the trees started changing colors, I think it lasted like maybe a week.
A week here.
It started dying out after like a week, you know what I'm saying? So it's like.
So how long do yours last?
Yeah, 100%.
Let us know.
Landscapes. Words really can't do justice just how beautiful Canada is. It's also massive, and this means that when you want to get away from it all, get away from the hustle and bustle of the city, you really can do. From forests to lakes and mountains, the landscape is varied and raw and gorgeous. Canada is easily one of, if not the most beautiful country in the world. In fact, it made number 1 in our top naturally beautiful countries. Number 8, spacious big housing. Canadian houses tend to be much larger than the houses in the UK, for example, and at much higher value for money. This, of course, due in part to the fact that there are lots more space to offer in Canada. You'll find that even the average family home feels a lot more spacious with a big garden, and having room makes it easier for families to get on well. If everyone has their own space, they are more likely to keep to themselves and cause less problems within the neighbourhood. Number 7, the economy, jobs and high wages. Although Canada's population is relatively low, especially compared to its brother America, it still makes the top 10 largest economies on Earth. Canada's economy is growing and growth inspires more need, which opens up all sorts of opportunities for professionals. But not only are there great opportunities, Canada's laid-back and relaxed lifestyle means that there is less of the stress you might experience in your home country. Number 6, the space and the population density. So, very similar to Australia, Canada is the second largest country in the world, only behind Russia. When you are living in a town, a village, a neighbourhood, or wherever you are, there is a lot more space to deal with, and homes, of course, are much bigger. Canada also has huge parks, conservation areas, and big open spaces. This means a lot of extra breathing room because the country is not overpopulated. Canada is actually the 11th sparsely populated country in the world. Now, of course, this doesn't apply to all of Canada, as it do have some large cities, but as a whole, the country is very spacious. Number 5, the wildlife. From bobcats to bison, and from beavers to...
What did you show me earlier? A moose?
Yeah, so we had, it was a conversation we had on this channel a while back, and it was talking about a moose and how it actually, like, it's really
how
huge,
big it is,
man. Mooses are really big. So we seen a moose. I showed you a moose compared to a vehicle. It was an SUV, and the moose was like, can literally take a step over the SUV if it wanted to.
Yeah, y'all ain't tell us how big those moose was, cause baby, now I'm scared.
Man, our little signs when they say watch for deers is nothing compared to watch for a moose.
Right, like we know.
I wouldn't want to hit no moose.
A deer is a deer.
Right, moose though.
That moose was kind of huge.
Man, it's something big. Let us know if y'all ever had an experience with a moose, like.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but can't talk about that on the channel. I was gonna talk about the deer because like driving on side of the highway, we always saw deer, and one of the first things my parents told me to watch out for when I'm driving was a deer. You don't want to hit a deer, but I couldn't even imagine a moose.
Man,
go right through the car.
Nah, real talk, them things huge, y'all.
Bears. Canada really does have it all. There are amazing wild animals and birds to be seen across this vast country. And what you see from province to province will completely differ also. Number 4 is education and healthcare. Similar to the UK's NHS, Canada's Medicare system offers free basic healthcare to everyone, based on need rather than the ability to pay. It's paid for by the Canadian citizens, pitching in towards the system via their taxes. Canada's education system is leaving rivals in the dust. According to surveys run by the Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development, Canada was one of only a handful of countries appearing in the top bracket for maths, science and reading. Number 3, it's a safe place to live and visit. Canada is considered one of the safest countries in the world due to its overall low crime rates. That's both violent and petty, and trusted police force. Of course, Canada is no angel. Crime still does occur, especially in the major cities. But compared to many other major countries, it is very safe. In the Global Peace Rankings, Canada actually ranks at a very impressive 6th place in the world. It's also the 16th least corrupt nation in the world. Number 2, Canada has some of the best cities in the world. Cities in Canada are modern, smart, stylish and very clean. A big attraction for those wanting to travel or move there. It's perfect for those who like the great outdoors, as well as that urban convenience. Canada's cities are spacious, well designed and very easy to get around. You can easily live in a large suburban house and commute to work. As in any country, whilst it's true that the bigger cities such as Toronto and Vancouver may be crowded and expensive, you don't have to go far outside the city centre to find a comfortable and affordable lifestyle. And finally, number 1, it's clean air. It's official, Canadians breathe some of the cleanest air on the planet.
Yeah, I bet the trees stay like that for a while because the air is so clean.
Right, I just love the landscape of Canada.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's a beautiful country.
report by the Fraser Institute recently ranked Canada 9th out of the 33 richest and cleanest countries on the planet. If you're thinking of emigrating to Canada from the UK, this has got to be one of the top draws. Living in a country with clean air is so beneficial to your health and will help to prolong your life. So there we have it. 12 reasons
until
why
you have your phone notification goes off that says the air is polluted, close your vents. You know what I'm saying? Then you think about it like for a second, like, damn, I'm really breathing in some stuff. Cause I remember one day was driving and there was a sign and it said something about you may see orange air coming through your vents as you're driving.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? It's polluted out here bad, like.
Right, and we didn't recognize anything like that until we moved in like a metropolitan area. You know, like we was living like in small towns, small cities. Of course, you know, we from medium-sized cities, but coming to Dallas, Fort Worth, baby, that was a different ball zone.
Yeah, the most we dealt with at one point was fog.
Yeah.
Beautiful fog. I miss my fog.
I miss the fog.
And the moist
morning,
air.
Yeah.
And that wet dew on the grass.
I miss it. I do.
Then
I do.
Mosquitoes coming to tell you hello.
Yeah.
All that, for real.
So we have to come experience Canada. Y'all already know we coming. Don't have a date yet, but we coming. Yeah, we gotta see what y'all clean air about.
Yeah, man, camera can only do so much justice, but y'all, it's literally like polished. Y'all is polished.
Yeah. So what we want you guys to do is we have some more Canada videos in the list for us to react to. But what we want y'all to do is tell us some things that not a lot of people know about Canada. Something that y'all would like for us to show our community and we learn more about Canada. Not just the, you know, cities, landscapes, all that stuff is fine. But we want to learn like some interesting things about Canada. All right, so we hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like support the channel that way, as well as our reaction request form is in our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.